We're going to begin today on our backs. And you can knees, you can rest them together, you can rest them out, you can have your legs straight. See what's going to feel best for you. And also, the arms can be how you like them. Maybe the arms overhead to open the lungs more. Maybe the hands rest on the body to direct the breath more. Just see what's going to feel right for you right now. And really check in for what feels right now. So you might have a habitual way that you like to place your arms, and maybe in this moment something different would feel better. I invite you to close your eyes. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just lower your gaze and keep your gaze steady rather than looking around. Most importantly is just to bring your awareness inside your body. So maybe taking a moment and feeling if there are any places that are speaking to you, places that may be tight or places that maybe feel particularly good, places that feel warm or cool, just whatever you notice in the body. Like playing follow the leader and letting the sensations in your body lead and the mind just follow. And then we'll start to focus our attention on the breath and begin to deepen the breath, letting it fill into the belly, fill into the ribs, chest. Feeling the body expanding as you inhale and releasing and relaxing as you exhale. Breathing in and opening up, breathing out and relaxing down. And now everybody bend the knees and extend the arms so you can keep the feet on the floor for now. Just have the knees bent if they're not already. And extend the arms forward toward your thighs or perhaps past your thighs. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to exhale. We're going to curl the head up and lift the knees in two separate motions. Take a breath in here. Curl the head down. Lower the feet down. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Curl the head and spine up. Then lift the knees, all still on the exhale. Then inhale here. Exhale. Curl the head down. Lower the feet down. And just continue like that for several more rounds. The arms get tired, you can just bring them down, that's fine. One more. And when the feet come down, rest the arms down. Just take a moment, being here, breathing here. And then we'll lift the feet again. If it becomes too challenging for you to do with the feet lifted, just have the feet back down on the ground. Okay, and then we're gonna lift up with the head. And then we're just gonna bring the hands to one side and then the other side. And then see how it works for you with the breath. Maybe you want to inhale one side, exhale another. Maybe you want to breathe faster than that. Inhale center, exhale side, inhale center, exhale side. Whatever works for you. And then if you want to make it harder, straighten the leg that's on the opposite side of the one your hands are going to. One more on each side. And then pull the knees in. And gently roll the head from side to side. Across the floor, slowly, mindfully. And then we're going to bring the feet to the floor. I'm going to give you a couple of options. You can have the legs straight. You can bring the soles of the feet together and then reach your hands around your ankles. So the hands go under the thighs and then over the ankles to reach the ankles. We're going to do a fish pose. So if you don't reach your ankles, then your legs are straight, and then you can have your hands under your buttocks instead. So either one is fine. There's no preference. Just see what's going to work for you. And then we're going to push into the elbows to lift the ribs, lift the chest, and drop onto the back of the head. Deep breathing. Okay, release the hands, release the feet. Good. Relax the head. And just clasp your hands behind the back of your head and lift your head, tucking your chin to your chest. And you can either stay like this or you can scissor the legs while you're like this. Now try to maintain a slow, even, deep, steady breath, even though you're moving rapidly, somewhat rapidly. Last one. And then just bring the feet on the ground, release the head, roll the head from side to side. Okay. Lift the feet and bring them together. Bring your hands around the feet. And rock yourself up and balance on your sit bones without the feet touching down. Beautiful. Let the knees drop down. Lift the feet as high as they'll go. Bring the shoulders down. Good. And then let the feet come down. Butterfly the legs a few times, up and down with the knees. And then come to stillness. Bring the left hand to the right shin or ankle. Right arm up, inhale. Exhale, lean it over to the left. And really hold on tight with that left hand and really fall away from it. And then if that right knee wants to lift up because you're really going deep over to the left, press the knee down. Turn your gaze up and to the left, the right, sorry. Reach long through the fingers. And inhale up, exhale down, bringing the hand to the left ankle. Inhale the right arm up, leaning over to the left, really letting your weight fall away from that hand, pressing down through the left knee, gazing up and to the left. Breathing deep. And inhale up, exhale the hand down, and start to come forward over the feet, walking the hands out, dropping the head down, and dipping the elbows down. Feel the breath expanding the ribs. See if you can really relax, really let go of the arms. Become so soft that the breath is really able to fill into the body. Roll yourself up. Take hold of your big toes with your first two fingers. Lean back. Lift the feet. Straighten the legs out to the side. So if the knees bend in this position, then you might let go of the toes and take hold of the legs elsewhere so that you can straighten the legs and deepen the stretch. And then really open the legs as wide as you can. Keep your chest lifted. Try not to round your back. That looks great, Kelly. Nice straight spine. Beautiful. Okay. And release the feet down with the knees bent. We're gonna come into a hand balance. And the idea is to practice. Maybe one day you'll achieve it, but we're working really just to see if we can rise to the challenge and keep our mind focused on our breath and keep our breath slow and steady. It's really a meditation. And if you happen to be able to achieve it, great. If not, don't worry about it. So we're gonna come into a squat. Kick the feet a little bit wider so that the hands can come under the shoulders. The elbows are bent in line with the wrists and the shoulders. Soon as your elbows go wider than your shoulders and your wrists, you are not going to be able to do it. Okay, now you're leaning forward enough so that the elbows are lined up over the wrists and there's a straight line going down into the earth with the forearm bones. The backs of your upper thighs are resting on the backs of your arms just above your elbows. That's key. So you really want to kind of tuck your arms back under your thighs. Your fingers are spread wide. And then you're going to start to walk your legs out. You're going to keep inching your legs out and out and out. And then at some point, pushing into your hands, try to lift your feet up off the ground. I'm going to watch you guys. So try it. Even if it doesn't feel accessible to you, try it. So you're starting in enough of a squat so that the backs of the thighs are resting. Your feet are wider than your hands for your starting point. Yes. And then, Rod, take your hands a little bit narrower so that they're as wide as the shoulders, not wider. Good. And then, Kelly, bend your knees more so that you can actually rest your thighs on your elbows and upper arms. Yay, Ming. Good. Keep trying. Rod, bend your knees more if you can. Yeah, see how your thighs can kind of go on top of your arms? Now good. Take the feet wider. You looking good. Looking good. And then really press into your hands and lift your feet off the ground. The legs have to be resting on, that right leg is not resting on your arm, Rod. It has to be resting on your arm. Yep. Congratulations, Ming. Okay. Good. I'm glad you guys were willing to try it. Those of you who I can't see, you might not have tried it. But if you did, thank you and congratulations. Let's just take a moment. Sitting anyway, I'm sitting on my feet. You don't have to be. You can be sitting cross-legged. We're just going to stretch out the hands a bit. So bring the backs of the hands together. And then lower the elbows as much as you can, keeping the backs of the hands together. So Kelly, if you missed it, we're sitting and then you can sit any way that you want. I'm on my feet, but you can sit cross-legged if you prefer. And we're just pressing the backs of the hands together and lowering the elbows. Getting that stretch, circling the hands around. And then the other way. You know, this is good to do, even if you're not straining your wrists. Just if you're sitting at a computer a lot and your hands are not really getting a whole lot of stretch and movement, it's good to do this. And then we'll extend the arms out, make light fists, and circle the hands around. I personally love this stretch, feeling it all in the forearms. And then circle the other way. Beautiful. And then just shake the hands out. Okay, thank you. Come on to hands and knees. We'll bring the hands in front of the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide apart. Curl the toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the knees. Straighten the legs. Press the left thigh back. Press the right thigh back. Good. Push forward into all 10 fingers and see if you can feel your back lengthening. And then if you've created length up in your shoulders, we want to take that out, moving the arms into the shoulder sockets, rolling the shoulders down the back, repressing into the index fingers and thumbs, extending through the spine, sinking through the heels, and then press the inner ankles toward the outer ankles. Drop the head. And then breathe, belly, ribs, chest. When you exhale, sink the chest. Okay. And then we'll lift the right leg, bend the knee, and press the foot back behind you. Looking under the armpit. Press the left buttock forward as you press the right foot back. So the belly should be facing sideways. Okay. Now send the leg straight up. Take your gaze forward past your hands. Lift the foot high. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. Bring the back heel down on the ground. And then lift yourself up. Beautiful. So bring your hands onto your hips to begin. Press your left thigh back and feel your left heel deepen into the ground. And then keep pressing down through that left heel and bring your left hip forward. Bend your right knee a little bit more. Good. Keep turning your hips to the right, bringing that left hip forward. while pressing back through the thigh and into the heel. Beautiful. Now take cactus arms, elbows bent. Pull the shoulders down the back. And then keep the shoulders pulled down as the arms straighten and lift up. Here's your warrior one. And then you can lift your gaze. You can send your thumbs back and come into a bit of an arch in your spine. Keep the legs active, the tailbone moving under you. And then open the arms out to the side. We're going to come into a revolved warrior two, turning the body to the right. Really push back into that left foot. Deepen the breath. Okay, and then let the left elbow come down over the right thigh. Bring the left hand, the right hand on top of the left hand. Push down with the right hand, bringing your hands toward your heart center, looking up past your right elbow. Stay with your breath. Release the hands and bring the left one to the floor at about 10 o'clock of the right foot. Kick off your back foot, lift it into the air. Turn your belly to the right. Lift your right arm up. Revolved half moon number two. Good. Reach back through that left foot. Lift tall through the right hand. Breathe deep into the chest. Okay. Now that right hand is going to come down either to the ground or to the right leg. As we lift the left leg up, fold your head toward your right leg. Push into your right foot and lift through your left foot. Lower the left foot down with the right leg straight so the feet are not as long apart from each other as in a warrior stance. And then fold over your right leg. And then if your hands happen to be able to touch the ground in this posture, that could be a disadvantage unless you take all the weight out of your hands so it doesn't feel like your hands are holding you up at all. Pull the right hip back. As you exhale, lift the belly in and up. Bend the front knee. Plant your hands on the ground. Step back into a plank. Step the feet wide and back in. And wide and back in. Do it without lifting your buttocks. Kelly, see if you can lower your hips. That's good. And then when the feet are in, Stay there. And then touch the right shoulder, touch the left shoulder. Okay, hold in plank. Flip over to the tops of your feet. Lift your chest. If you can keep your thighs and knees off the floor, please do. Roll your shoulders back, take your gaze up. If you need to bring your knees down onto the ground to modify our upward dog, that's fine. Now bring your back ribs forward. Ming, watch your shoulders. Roll them back and down. That looks great, Rod. Curl the toes under and come into downward dog or take child's pose if you feel like you need a little break. If you are in child's pose, join us in downward dog. Hopefully your breath is a nice steady rhythm. And then we're going to lift the left leg, bend the knee, push the foot back, look under the left armpit, bring the right buttock under you. Breathe. Right leg is straight. Rod, try to look under your left armpit so your body is turning more to the left and not so much toward the floor. Okay, now lift your left leg as high as you can, look forward, and step the foot up between the hands. Back heel is on the ground. Lift your body up. We'll start with the hands on the hips. Pressing back through the right thigh. Really feel how when the thigh presses back, the heel presses down. And then bring the right hip forward. Bring the left knee forward. Bring the tailbone under. Lift the chest. Take cactus arms. Roll the shoulders down the back. Keep the shoulders down. Pull it. Use your muscles to actually pull the shoulders down while simultaneously lifting the arms up. And then you can continue to look forward. You can lift your gaze. You can move your arms back. Feel the breath flowing up. Feel it sinking down. Okay, arms come out to the side. Take a breath here. Exhale, turn to your left. Try to keep your back heel on the ground. Use your breath to propel the movement. Breathe deeply in. Exhale, turn. Push into the feet to help yourself turn. Okay, bring your head back to the front. We're going to take the right hand down onto the ground at about 2 o'clock of the left foot. Kick off the floor with that right foot. And then turn your body to the left, lifting your left arm, reaching back through your right leg. See if you can feel how nicely the breath can come into those left ribs. Okay, we're going to bring the left hand down either to the ground or to the left leg, but we want to keep the left leg straight. So if you have to bend the knee to touch the ground, don't touch the ground. And then reach up through the right foot. Folding over the leg. And slowly lower the right foot down. Kind of wherever it lands is probably the right place. And then shifting the weight back so the heel comes down. Fold over your leg. And again, if the hands happen to touch the ground, take weight out of your hands. Try to keep your left leg straight. Even if it means not folding over quite as much. Okay, bend the left knee. Plant both hands on the ground under the shoulders. Step back into plank. And we're going to roll over and lift the left arm. And then take it down. Roll over and lift the right arm. Going side to side. You want to challenge yourself. When you roll, step the top foot onto the bottom foot so that only one foot is on the ground. If you really want to challenge yourself, do it with your eyes closed. One more on each side. Then come back to plank. Roll over onto the tops of your feet. Come back into upward dog, pulling the shoulders back, pressing into the hands, lifting the body, getting the legs off the floor if possible. Nice, Kelly. Sending the chest forward, the eyes up. Okay, bring the knees down. And then let's bring the buttocks back to the heels. Keeping the hands overhead, push forward with the hands. Walk the hands over to the right. Right hand comes to the ground beside you to push into the ground and send the left hip back. And then walk the left hand out away from that left hip. Breathing long up that whole left side. And take it over to the other side. Left hand pushes the right hip back, the right hand reaches in the opposite direction. And then come back to center. Lift your head up. Curl the toes under and lift the knees, coming into a squat. Bring the hands together at the heart and slowly come all the way up. Reach the arms up. And lean your head back, lead your arms back. Press your feet down. And then swan dive over your legs. Rock a little bit from the fronts of your feet to the backs of your feet, back and forth. And then send the arms back behind you. And lift your head to create a flat back. And then lift yourself up to standing. Turning the palms to face forward. Feeling the breath even in the palms of your hands. Just imagining that. Okay. Now bring weight into your left foot. Feel the body perched evenly over the foot, supported by the foot and leg. Feel the breath. Stay centered in the breath and open the eyes, letting your gaze rest on the spot ahead of you, letting your mind rest on your breath. And then we're going to lift that right foot and bring it to the inside of the left leg. If it doesn't come all the way up, anywhere is fine. If the balance is a struggle, you can always leave your big toe on the ground. So if you want to leave your arms here to help you balance, that's fine. If you can bring your hands together at your heart center, go ahead and do that. If you're balanced here and you want to bring your arms over your head, go ahead and do that. And if you're still balanced and you want to challenge yourself, you're going to take your gaze off to the left and then bend your tree to the right. Push the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot and press the right knee back so you're really opening that hip. If you're bent, straighten. If your arms are up, lower them. Bring the knee in front of you and place the foot down. Release the hands. Close the eyes and just feel how the right leg and foot feel compared to the left. Still feeling the breath, and then dropping weight into the right foot. Finding where your body lands in space so that it feels perfectly centered and supported by that foot and leg. And then staying connected to the inner experience of your breath, open the eyes. Don't be distracted by the outer experience. The eyes are open for balance, but the awareness stays centered within. And then when you're ready, you can lift that left foot, taking it anywhere you can to the right leg. If you can lift it all the way to the top, great. Press the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot to help open the knee back. It's a hip opener. If you're balanced, hands come together in Anjali Mudra at the heart. If you're still balanced, the hands can lift up overhead. And if there seems to be room for more of a challenge, the gaze can come to the right as the body bends to the left. If you're bent, lift up. Your arms are lifted, bring them down. Bring the knee forward. Release the foot down. Release the hands. Just take a moment here and feel. Feel the strength of your legs, the groundedness to the earth, the lightness of your breath in your body. And we'll come down to the ground the same way we came up. Hands together in front of the heart, lifting the heels, bending the knees, coming into a squat. And with the support of your hands, lower onto your buttocks. Okay. So I'm going to offer a shoulder stand, and if you have a neck injury that prevents you from doing shoulder stand, or if you're pregnant, or sometimes if you're in the beginning of the cycle, people don't want to invert. It's not contraindicated, but listen to your body if that doesn't feel right to you. If you're gonna join me for shoulder stand, and I want to also mention that if you do shoulder stand properly, you're not actually on your neck, so a neck injury doesn't necessarily contraindicate this. But if you just feel tender around it and don't want to, that's fine. You can just bring your legs up with your hands under your sacrum. If you're joining me for the shoulder stand, hands around the knees, and we rock until we get enough momentum to bring the hands from the knees to the hips, and then walk the hands down toward the floor. Bring the elbows in toward each other. Try to get your body to be straight from your shoulders to your toes. Reach up through your toes, reach up through your tailbone. And then let's circle the feet around at the ankles. Circle the other way. And Then you can play with different shapes here if you want. You can bring one foot forward and one foot back, taking a split, trying the other way. You can take the legs out wide and that kind of split, or just leave your legs up. Okay. And then let the legs fall over your head. If your feet touch the ground, curl your toes under. If your feet touch the ground, clasp your hands and roll your shoulders under you. If your feet do not touch the ground, please continue to hold on to your hips with your hands. If your feet do touch the ground, press your thighs up toward the sky. Plow pose. And then let the knees drop toward the forehead. Bring the hands back to the hips. And slowly lay your spine down. Let the feet come down to the ground. Knees bent. Lift your hips, tuck your tailbone under. Lengthen your spine away from your tailbone, moving your head back. And then release the legs and shake them out. If you have an eye pillow and you want to place that on your eyes, please do so. And then we'll let the arms rest out away from the body. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, go ahead and close them. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, releasing the weight of the body heavy into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, letting the lips part. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind, letting go of thoughts and images, past and future, coming fully into the present by resting your attention on your breath. And then once you've landed fully in the feeling of your breath, let the breath go. Stop trying to breathe and just trust breathing to happen. And see if you can continue to maintain your interest in the breath without controlling the breath. And the mind may wander away from the breath. That's fine. It's just what the mind does. When you notice it at some point, just come back again, finding yourself even more relaxed, letting go, letting go, letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest, rocking gently side to side, feeling the ground massaging your back. And then come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll over onto your side, resting your head on your bottom arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your awareness in the experience of this moment, taking in the goodness of your practice, the fruits of your practice, the noble intention to show up to practice. And then when you're ready, slowly lift up. Stay sideways so that your head can come up last as you lift. Coming into any comfortable seated posture, sinking down through the buttocks, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands together at the heart center. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply. Breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.